What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel where you subscribe to get daily updates on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. We're going to take a look at the charts. Are we going to get one more pump before the dump, or are we just going to dump from here, or are we going to go to the moon like some people seem to think? We're going to talk about that. Definitely stick around for the whole video. We got some interesting things to look at. Also, don't forget we have a free Discord group. There's a link below in the description. Check it out. It's an awesome community if you want to hang out, talk about, learn about crypto. A lot of people trading in there also. Let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, or is it investment advice? Always do your own due diligence and own research before investing or trading in any markets. I want to start out by reminding you guys we are doing a Ledger Nano S giveaway. Hard wallet. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tick the notification bell to get notified when I post new videos. Also, smash that like button and leave your comment down below. I will be picking a random comment from a random video throughout the week. We do that on Sunday. So if you want to enter to win, definitely don't forget to leave a comment and smash that like button. Let's look at the Fear and Greed Index. We usually start out with the news. I'm going to make this kind of quick. I have to drop my nephew off for surgery in a little while at the hospital. So let's get into it. So Fear and Greed Index, we're at 41. We raised 3 points from yesterday, still in the fear zone. As you guys know, we're still in the macro, have made nothing but lower highs. A monthly close above 10,928 would be bullish according to the chart. But otherwise, we look here, we're making higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI. That is bearish divergence, and it is on the monthly, and that is pretty ugly. Now, if we look at the monthly EMAs here, we got to bounce off the 8 EMA around 98.30, 98.20, somewhere in that, or actually right around 98. 13 EMAs sitting at about 93. 21 EMAs sitting around 8,600. 55s all the way down to the 5,800. And let's take a look at the weekly. So in the weekly, for you guys that are super bullish out there, there's the bullish targets that I don't think we're going to be seeing. Those are measured moves off of the wedge and off of the falling broadening wedge. Let's take a look at what's going on. The most bullish case I see here is coming back down to test the 55 EMA around the $9,000 range. If we were to come straight down today, it'd be around the 91.80, somewhere in that range. And this is the weekly chart, so that would also line up with the 55 EMA. 55 EMA lies around 9,050. The RSI, we've been watching this. We could get one more pump all the way up to retest this line. I would definitely short if we made it there. A weekly close above this line would be bullish. I'm ultimately waiting for a touch down to this bottom trend line, one more touch before continuing up from there. So it does look like to me that we're going to have one more capitulation. Let's look at the daily chart. Few interesting things in here. Look at this as a rising broadening wedge. We have a measured move from where we broke down here at about 38.20, somewhere in that range. There is always a possibility we come back up, retest this trend line, depending on where and when, between 11,000 and 11,400. I will be shorting heavily in that area if we make it up there. But if we look right now in the daily, we are getting rejected at the 8 EMA. That is at $10,400 range. There's some things I want to point out in the similarities here. Let me see which chart I want to do that in. We'll just go ahead and do it from here. So as of right now, the 200 EMA lies around 9,700. As you guys know, we have a gap there. I do believe we'll most likely come at least down to here, a break of that. And then we have this next trend line down here at, about 7,700, depending on where we hit it. Obviously, the longer it takes, the lower it goes. And a break of that trend line, we're most likely headed down to this area. We're also going to look at the 0.618 fib. If you guys are interested in trading, The beautiful thing about that is you don't care whether the market goes up or down. You can make money either way. Definitely check out Prime XBT. I'm going to leave a Prime XBT tutorial up top. Definitely check it out. By far my favorite exchange. You can trade crypto, forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, all kinds of stuff by just using your Bitcoin. Definitely check it out. And if you use my promo code Savy50, even if you already have a Prime account, you can use my promo code Savy50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus that you can use towards your margin. Savy25 will get you 25% off of your fees. Pretty good deal. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. A lot of the other exchanges, if you notice, they'll have scam wicks that you don't see on any other exchange or any other charts. Prime XBT does not do that. They don't trade against you. So, all right, let's take a look at what's going on. There is some major similarities here. We've been talking about it. Let me see if I can get my chart up here. I don't have it up here right now. So anyways, let's take a look. As you can see, our EMAs are all turning over bearish here. The 21 is now about to cross the 55. That could be ugly. Last time it happened over here, we did get one more pump up, as you can see, before this crash right here. And this is pretty much the same exact thing happening all over again. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but so far, so good. Does look like we are most likely going to continue this crash, guys. There is going to be some buying opportunities coming up for them hodlers or the people that are wanting to long it. Let's take a look at a couple more things. I've had people point out, let me zoom in here, that we're getting hidden bullish divergence, but let me get these lines off of here. I want to show you last time we had that. Let's make our trend line from right here over to right here. Or actually, we could go even more. We could go all the way from down here. Let's look at it from here. We'll put the same marks in. As you can see, we were making what seemed to be hidden bullish divergence. Usually you would get a huge bounce up and go. We didn't. We got a little bounce and came right back down. And I've pointed this out in other charts, but let's take a look at where we're at now. If we draw a trend line here, we're getting higher highs or higher lows just like we were here. And in the RSI over here, we were getting lower lows. Let's look at what's going on here. Same thing. We're getting lower lows in the RSI. RSI is resetting for another dump, in my opinion. Another look at the daily here. Looking at this trend line here as the resistance, this trend line on the bottom, the dashed trend line as the support, looking like a rising broadening wedge, a break of that, which is right now around 97.70. The measured move is going to be around 64.50 to 6,500. The other thing I want to look at here, get this out of the way, I'll show you too in the RSI over here. Let me back up and get this back on here. If we look at this RSI, that pump up could get us back up into this range. I don't think we'll get up that high, but it could retest this trend line, just so you guys are aware. But let's look from the swing low to the swing high. I have the Fibonacci retracements on here, and right now we are still getting rejected at the 10,464, which is the 0.236. I'd watch that area. If we are able to break above that and get support, then we could be getting that one more little pump up. If we're not able to break this 10,464 and we do break this 97.70 next, the next point of support is 91.86, which is the 0.382 fib. And then if that does not hold, then we are looking at 81.50 as a 0.5 fib. And then, of course, the golden pocket zone. I would expect at least a bounce here. This could be the bottom, but I will show you we could go further. If we do get a bounce here, that could be it. We could continue up from there, but that is between the 68.50 and 71.20. If that breaks, then we are looking at this target of this rising broadening wedge here at about 64.50 to 6,500. 0.786 is at 56.81 if none of these hold. And then, of course, we have this gap down here at 35.70. It is in the 8 hour on the CME. Doesn't mean it has to fill. There's nothing that says it has to. But if you're not being aware that it's down there, you should be. Another thing I want to talk about, people get on me about not believing in the altcoins and all that crap. The only two I believe in are Litecoin and Bitcoin. I think everything else is pretty much just a money grab scam. But that's my opinion. Make up your own mind. I do want to tell you, though, if you have a favorite alt or a favorite project, what happens if that project goes to zero? What happens to Bitcoin? Pretty sure Bitcoin won't follow it. What happens to Bitcoin? What happens if Bitcoin goes to zero? What happens to your project? Take an honest look at that question. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to check out my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. You can hit her up in the contact if you want something else other than what you see on here. You know, funny sayings, other projects, whatever you want on any of this stuff, she can hook you up. And let's look at the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour as a rising wedge here that we did break out of right here. We take this line to the widest point of the wedge, come over to where it broke down, and that gets us a measured move of $6,000 right in that range, which gets us past the golden pocket zone. Definitely a possibility. Keep an eye out for that. Same thing, same fibs here. Let's look at where we're at in the RSI. Like I said, the RSI suggests we could get one more little push up, one more pump. It is possible. Like I said, the highest I see it going is around 11,400. If we even get that pump. Nothing to say we're going to definitely get that pump. Let's look at the 1 hour. All right, so in the 1 hour, we were looking at this as a rising channel. And the measured move of breaking down from that rising channel was the 9,700, which, as you guys all know, that's where the gap is. We had, this is from yesterday's video. I put 10,534 as our top here. We did not quite get there. We got to 10,500, right in that range. Does look like we are continuing down from here. If we zoom in and look at the EMAs, we are, as of right now, getting support on the 55 EMA, which is at 10,274. Break below that, then we're most likely headed back down to the bottom of this trend line, which could be around the $10,000 range. A break of that, and let's see what we get. Also, another way to look at this is I have this trend line here, or I'm sorry, this measured move here from where we broke down, and how I get that breakdown is from right here off of these two wicks. If we look at where we broke down there, take this as a measured move of a flagpole. Looking at this as a bear flag, let's say we break that 10K range, 8,200 would be a good area to watch for. Like I said, I know a lot of people are super bullish right now, and that is the one thing that makes me think we could get another pump up to trap some more bulls before continuing down. If we pass this 11,400 range, get back into this area, then I could be wrong. It could be going bullish from there. Be aware of that, but as of right now, I'm still 100% bearish. Let's look at one more look at the hourly here. And we look at this as a triangle. We obviously hit our first target, went below it, and as of right now, it is acting as a resistance. And the next target would be around that 8,700. And looking at this as a failed bull flag, if we take a measured move of that, gets us down to about the 74, which if we get that low, pretty sure we get around that 7,100 at least, being the 0.618. Let's take a look at Litecoin real quick. Litecoin, same thing, guys. Still have this target here at 38.36, and that is a measured move of the break from this rising channel. And then we can do the same as we did in Bitcoin, looking at this as a flagpole. This is a bear flag, and that gets us around the $30 range. The highest I see Litecoin going back up is 57.46. A break of that, then I'm wrong. Then it goes bullish. But as of right now, it's not looking too great for it. Let's look at the 55 EMA in the 4 hour, and we're going to put some price labels on it. 55 EMA is lying around $50.40. 200 EMA on the 4 hour is around 54.37. If we do get the Bitcoin pump, these would be the areas I'd be looking for there. But yeah, it is showing we are making from this point here, lower highs in the price action, higher highs in the RSI. That is hidden bearish divergence. Be aware of that. Let's look at Ethereum. Nothing has changed in these charts, guys, for me. We are still getting rejected at our old support line here from this rising broadening wedge, and the measured move from that is 246. If we take a look at this as a bear flag, this being the flagpole, and a break of that bear flag. Actually, I'm going to raise this up just a little. Like I said, keep up. That's around $170 range, depending on where we break this. And the reason these move, because all these lines are slanted. But as of right now, we zoom in and we are getting rejected at the 55 EMA, which is around $370 range. We talked about this for quite a while, the possibility of getting up into this range. A open and close of at least a 4 hour above this trend line, then we could be looking bullish. But until then, I'm still bearish here, guys. Yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to click CryptoSavy logo above my head if you want to be subscribed to the channel and get my daily updates. Also, tick that notification bell to get you notified and hit the all button. Then take 1 second out, smash that like, leave your comment. That's the least you could do. I really appreciate it. A lot of you guys have been supporting this channel big time, sharing it all over the internet. I can't thank you guys enough. The channel has been growing greatly, and thanks a lot. I will talk to you guys later, and join the Discord. Check it out. It's definitely a cool place. I pop in there when I have time. I don't know that I might have a lot of time today. Like I said, I got things going on, but thanks a lot, guys. I'm out of here.